Hi, it's Allyse again with another book rec slash craft. This time we're going to do Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This is another modern romance like No Judgments last time. This time this is a story about Emily, who has just moved to Willow Creek and in order to help out her sister and her niece has decided to volunteer at the local Renaissance fair where she meets event organizer Simon, who's a real pain in the butt, but whatever, she's doing it for her niece. Once the fair starts, she also finds out that Simon can also be the charming Captain Ian Blackthorne, and it's about her figuring that out and what's going on. And it's another really cute book with a really cute small town, cute locals. There's an independent bookstore in it, which we like. There's Shakespeare, there's pirates. It's all good. And on top of this book, the next companion book in the series, Well Played, is going to come out in September, just in time for, if you live in the New England area, King Richard's Fair, if it's going to be open this year. So not only is this a ploy to get you guys to read this awesome book and maybe order it or pre-order the next one, Well Played, on our website, but it's also a ploy to tell everyone to go to King Richard's Fair because it's super fun. And maybe Jen DeLuca, when you're on a book tour, you should come too. So this week's craft, we are going to be making flower crowns. Again, this should all ideally or hopefully be material you can find in your home. If not, a lot of it is stuff you can easily order online that's not out of stock right now. We're going to be making one with daisies, but if you've read the book or if you read the book and are looking for a flower crown that looks like mine, it's not there, but a rose flower crown is very important and very cute within the story. So, we are going to get going. For this craft, you're going to need some artificial flowers, some floral wire, masking tape, some various colors and widths of ribbon, and you're also going to need some wire cutters, which aren't featured here. So for our first step, we're going to make the base for our crowns. We're going to take some floral wire, we're going to measure it around our heads and make sure we have enough to make a little circle. So we're going to unravel it a bit, straighten it out. Alright, there's one. Make it a little looser because when you add stuff to it, you're going to make it fatter, make it tighter. So start loose now and it will get tighter and fit better later. Use our cutting wire and measure again. And just tie it like that, just to secure it. It doesn't need to be perfect because you can straighten it out later and tighten it later, but just enough so it's not gonna fall apart. A vague circle. That's going to be the base for our crown. The next step is to separate the artificial flowers from their stems. The artificial flowers that I have just pop off, and then I'm using wire cutters to separate them from the stems. Different kinds have wire in them, so you can trim those individually. But I'm just cutting and separating these so that they can be individually wrapped onto our crown. Once the flowers are divided, you're going to take some floral wire and wrap that individually around these flowers. So like I said, my flowers, these stems are plastic, not wire. So I need this wire to attach them to the crown. If there are flowers that already have wire in them, you can skip this step. But for me, I'm going to wrap each one individually with a little bit of wire so that I can attach them. Once you have the flowers that you need to fit around your crown wrapped, what you are then going to do is attach them to your flower crown. But before you do that, it's better to lay them out around the crown first. So I'm going to set them up before I wrap them on so I know where I want things placed. I'm going to alternate them pink, yellow, but you can do it however you like, arrange them however you please. Now we're going to actually start attaching our flowers to the flower crown. So our first task is to put some masking tape around the base that spot where we tied that little knot around in the back of the flower crown to attach it earlier, just to protect ourselves while we're wearing it and while we're attaching things. Then we're going to take individual flowers, put them where we want them, and just wrap the wire around to attach it. And then to make sure it's nice and secure, and also to, again, protect us from the ends of the wires later, we're going to put some masking tape around that for an extra layer. And we're going to keep attaching them until we have our full circle. I'm not doing a full circle so I can put the ribbon on the end. If you want to do a full circle, go ahead. Also, make sure that you start both ends facing forward to meet in the front so that they're not all facing the same direction going clockwise, so they're all facing the top of your head. Once you're done attaching the flowers, it should look a little something like this. Again, the masking tape is covering up the wire and also keeping the flowers in place. Once you're done, make sure your crown is straight and pretty round, the shape that you want it to be. And then you're going to cover it with ribbon. I'm using this thin green one. Ideally, you'd use something wider to cover it a bit more extensively, but hey, use what you have. So you're going to attach it with tape, or you can tie it on, and you're just going to wrap it around the wire and around the flowers until you're hiding most of the tape and most of the wire. So that's going to be what's on display. Once you're done applying the ribbon, it should look something like this. Mine's not perfect, again, because it's a thinner ribbon, it can cover less. But hey, I'm not striving for perfection, I'm just trying to have fun. Once you're done putting that on, I'm going to pick my other ribbons. I'm going to go with the yellow and the orange to match my flowers. And I'm going to tie those on at the end for just these little extra ribbons on the end, just to tie just a simple knot on the ends. I'm going to do like 5 strands, and it's just going to decorate it, make it a bit more festive. Alright, so when you're done, it should look a little like this. It's no, by any means, perfect, but it is something a little nice to make to brighten up your day, especially like today when it's really, really rainy and gross. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's something you can make at home. I really hope you'll read Well Met because it is very cute. So until next time, bye!